Greetings and welcome to another edition of The Great Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Well, it is another Wednesday, and today I have for you all about the caste system of India and the modern day slavery issue. Now, what is it about the caste system that I don't like? Doesn't the caste system assign everybody in a society to a place where they can operate? Uh, well, thing about the caste system is that it's not upwardly mobile, and it's determined by birth, and so you can't move from one caste to another. You're assigned a caste at birth, and that's your caste, and you can't break the mold. You can't get out of it. There's no freedom like there is in, say, America. And worst of all, there's outcasts who are outside of the caste system, as outcast implies, and they're considered untouchables. Nobody can touch them. They can't touch food. They can't touch people. They can't touch clothing. They can't touch anything, and they have no work except in the sewers or the burial grounds where the work is taboo. Setting dead bodies on fire, handling dead bodies, and the work of cleaning the sewers. Those are the only two jobs they can get. And there's millions of people in India who are homeless and on the streets because they can't get work, because they're untouchables, because they're outcasts. And I think that this system is deplorable, and that assigning people to be Sudras or slaves is also equally deplorable. And the only people who want to keep the caste system the way it is are the people who are the highest castes, the Brahmins and the Kshatriyas, want to keep the caste system going the way it is. And they don't want any change. They don't want any change. They want to stay the top dogs by birth and always be rich and always have money flowing toward them and never the other way. So the caste system is deplorable, and it should be outlawed in India, and nobody should marry into a caste unless they're in love, but that's highly doubtful that they would be in love with somebody of their own caste just because they're the same caste. It's a bad system, and it should be outlawed. And the other thing I wanted to discuss is modern day slavery. Modern day slaves in many countries of the world, there's modern day slavery. And people work without pay or just for food for a number of things that they do. Picking cotton. Cotton is still made with slave labor in many parts of the world. If you want to buy good cotton that isn't made with slave labor, that's guaranteed fair trade, buy fair trade cotton products. Don't buy cotton isn't very good anyway. It's sort of flimsy of a fabric. It's not. I wouldn't wear cotton if I had a choice in the matter, and it's generally made with slave labor when it's not fair trade. So don't wear cotton or cotton products, and remember that there's slavery in all sorts of different things. They make sugar cane with slavery. They make corn syrup with slavery. They make chocolate with slavery. You have to watch what you buy. A good thing to do is shop at Whole Foods Market, because then you can find foods that are fair trade or not made with slave labor that are guaranteed fair trade. Um, I don't know how much longer Whole Foods Market will be fair trade because they've sold out. They sold Whole Foods Market to Amazon. So now Amazon's trying to cut costs certain ways. You know how they rub their hands together greedily, thinking of ways that they can cut costs. And one way to cut costs immediately is to use slave labor. Well, if you can't trust the products at Whole Foods Market, what can you trust? But that's the story of modern day slavery. It goes on. If you buy chocolate, buy fair trade. There's several fair trade brands like Rainforest Chocolate, and I'm not sure if Theo's is fair trade or not, but there's there's Equal Exchange. Equal Exchange is definitely fair trade, and it's a good brand to buy because they guarantee you with Equal Exchange that the chocolate and the sugar are made fair trade, and even the vanilla beans are fair trade. So buy buy fair trade chocolate and buy fair trade sugar if you can, and buy fair trade cocoa and cocoa products and fair trade everything fair trade. Um, and but especially for sugar and chocolate, you have to watch out for those because those are often produced with slave labor. They often use slaves to produce chocolate and sugar, and the slaves are often children because children are easily controlled. They can't run away and they can't get away, and they're vulnerable. So they can take children away from their families, away from their homes, and sell them for slave labor. And they often have children performing these tasks in countries like Africa and elsewhere. So watch out for slave labor and child slave labor because it's still happening here in the world. It's still happening even in the the free world that there's still there's still slave labor. So watch out. I'm Sarah Jane Alpha Wolf signing off. Have a great week and watch out for things made with slave labor, and also don't follow the caste system.